Well, frankly, this hunt was fairly spectacular. Welcome to Finding America. It is really great to see you here. Now, I just had to share an awesome picture that I got from David, who lives in the great state of Iowa, wearing his favorite Finding America t-shirt. Well, I can't thank you enough for your support of the channel, David. And if you'd like to send a photo of yourself wearing your favorite Finding America t-shirt, or drinking from your Finding America coffee mug, or using your world-famous Finding America drop cloth, you can send that picture to me at findingamerica01@gmail.com. Well, this episode picks up right where I left off in the last episode, at that old 1925 house. The house was originally built by a couple who owned one of the local banks in town. And then after that, it was owned by the homeowner's aunt and uncle, who owned a well-known printing shop. Now, as soon as I put the coil to the ground, the finds just started landing in my pouch. And frankly, by the end of the day, I'd made some big finds in that big yard. Well, I'll tell you, I don't know what it is with me and this particular find, but I got a 24 and it said it was in my sidewall, and I just started brushing in the dirt, and look what it is. Another razor. Oh, that is nuts. I was gonna pop it out. Yep. Another razor handle. That is nuts. Well, I will definitely take it and see what else is here, but that's crazy. Well, this one's giving me a 12, big target. Figured it was going to be iron, and it is, but it's kind of cool. It reminds you of like a, you know, for bullets to go through on a handgun, like the cylinder, but I doubt that. But it's interesting. I'm not quite sure what to make of it. Well, this one was ringing in 2324, and I was pretty sure I had another penny, but just when you think you have it all figured out, no. But it is very cool. It's a little play spoon from a kid's play set. It's a spoon bowl, so pretty neat. Just thought I'd show you that one. It's made of aluminum, so just a nice little toy find. It was kind of a cool hole. It was actually high tone in 28. Turned out to be one of those high tone and copper memorial pennies. Stuck it in my pouch, checked the hole again, getting a 21 this time, and pulled out a Wheatie from the same hole, 1947. So memorial and Wheatie in the same hole. That's pretty cool. Well, got a nice solid 30 signal, just dead on 30, and wasn't very deep, said like an inch, and it was right. It was in the plug, and I finally got it down to where it was, and it's kind of cool. Let me get pulled out of the roots here, but got an old toy car. So that's pretty cool. I'll have to get it cleaned up when I get home, but it's not super old, but still, I like digging any old toy car. Well, this one was giving me a 14, really big signal. Dug the plug, and it was sitting in the bottom of the hole right away. And it's pretty darn cool. It's actually a really big pocket knife. And
It's a little different than the usual one because the shield on the side here, let me see if I can, definitely has a, I think it has like the head of a man on it. So let me get this cleaned up a little bit, but that is an awesome pocket knife. It was in the open position. The blade snapped off of it, but I want to get a better look at this shield. Never seen one like this. Well, I have to say, this is very cool. Not only does it have a head on it, but it also has a word underneath, trooper. And I think this is going to be a Boy Scout trooper or a cavalryman, but it is really cool. Never found one like this, and can't wait to research it. That is so cool. Well, another nice little recovery. This one was giving me a 17, and when I popped the plug, check it out. It just looks really cool in situ. Had to show you that. Got another weedy. It must have been ringing low because it was on edge, but very clean on that side. Looks like another 40s weedy, and trying to see the date. Looks like 45 with the Denver mint mark. Very cool. Another one for the pouch. Well, this is a pretty cool one here. This is giving me a 19, sometimes high toning with the 21. And I was thinking coin, but I got down here and I was like, I'll be darned. It's a aluminum handle to a spoon, and I'm pretty sure that's going to go with the aluminum spoon bowl that I found. And that's kind of cool. Probably the mower hit it and scattered it, but these are going to date from like 30s to 50s, and that's when these were most popular, these aluminum play sets for kitchen play sets and stuff. So well, I'll tell you what, I got an 8, and I'm like, hey, it sounds pretty good. So I went ahead and popped the plug, and this is what was in the hole. I have no idea what that is, but I got rewarded for digging this 8. Look what was in the hole when I popped the plug as well. A cool old marble, and this is a pretty good one too. I haven't even looked at it yet. Oh man, this is awesome. This is what they call a translucent corker, and that is pretty cool. It's white, a little bit of blue, and some gray. That is a killer marble right there. I might have something pretty interesting in this hole. Give me a 14-15. You know, this is why I dig it all. You know, a lot of times it's garbage, but every once in a while. So I cut a nice wide plug, popped it open, and saw something slide down the side of the hole. And check it out. I think I saw a hole at the top. So it might be like a metal or a pendant or something. See there? So I haven't looked at it yet. Figured we'd see what this was together. I hope it's something interesting. Wow, it definitely looks interesting. Let's see. I'll tell you what, it's hard to make out. I don't have an extra set of hands here. Let me give it a quick wipe. It's hot today. We're about 85. Okay, I'll give you a look at it. It's pretty involved. I have no idea what that is, but it looks cool. I'm going to clean it up and I'll be right back. I love these kind of finds. Well, take a look at that. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm telling you, this is another Chicago World's Fair Century of Progress 1934. See that? That is awesome. The other side is blank, I think.
Well, this piece was really special to me because of my grandfather's connection to that particular World's Fair. As a young man of 23, he traveled all the way from Ohio to the big city of Chicago to attend the Century of Progress World's Fair. Well, as a young child, when I visited my grandparents, one of the things I most admired was this beautiful Century of Progress souvenir box that my grandfather had brought back from that fair. On the lid, it featured a scene from Fort Dearborn, dated 1833, and below that, it showed the modern skyline of 1933 Chicago, which now sits on that very spot. Well, I was always fascinated by that box, and one day he gave it to me, and I've treasured it ever since. And over the years, I've actually found pieces from that World's Fair while metal detecting. And all those finds, well, they all go in my grandfather's box.
Boy, I tell you, I'm loving this yard. Another very cool find. It was giving me about a 2021, and I dug the plug, flipped it over, and check that out. It's either a button or a brooch. Looks like the top part's coming off. Boy, it's heavy. Look at that. Okay. See how this fastens. Ah, it's a brooch, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there's a little piece. There's part of the pin right there. Yep, that's what that was. Let's see. Yep, it's coming out in pieces, but... Or wait a minute, that's bizarre. Oh yeah, that's exactly... Actually, it's a clip-on earring. Check that out. That's a spring-loaded clip that was right there. And that's it. Pretty cool. Pretty vintage looking too. Probably, oh, I don't know, 50s, 60s, maybe 70s, but I'm thinking 50s, 60s, but that's a great little piece. Definitely like that. That was pretty cool. It was a choppy 13 signal. Went ahead and went for it, fished around the dirt, and finally found it. And check it out, I got an early pistol ball, little lead ball. So the owner of the house told me he had found a musket ball. I haven't seen it yet, so heck, you know, there might even be a chance for some early stuff here. Well, this one was a nice surprise. It gave me an 11, really nice tight signal. Read about 6 inches down, and it was down at the bottom of the hole. Finally fished it out, and check it out. That is an old collar stud for the old paper collars that men would wear back in the day. And a very cool piece. Might even have a manufacturer mark on it somewhere. But that's going to be late 1800s up to about 1920 when the paper collars started to go out of fashion.
Well, that little collar stud is a pretty cool piece, and most people today think of paper collars as mainly a men's fashion. But actually, at the turn of the last century, women also wore paper collars. And the fact that that is such a small collar stud might mean that a woman wore it back in the day.
Well, I was out here recovering a target, and you might remember I mentioned he had found what he thought was a big steel ball here, and it sure as heck is. It's a canister shot. He said where I found that gyroscope, where the tree fell down, I guess it unearthed this because he was mowing the lawn, and this thing took off once his lawnmower hit it. And but that is pretty darn awesome. So there's definitely potential for some earlier stuff, even older than the house is. Well, I got another cool piece here. Give me a 16 dug down. I wiped it off, but check that out. Nice dress hem weight. They would sew these into the bottom of the dresses to keep them from blowing up in the wind. They'd also put these at the end of draperies and curtains so they hung straight. And of course, during the Civil War, they would put these in the capes of the officers. So pretty cool, very nice piece. And I was starting to get some older stuff in the back of this place, so getting kind of excited to see what's out here. Well, another cool recovery here. It's giving me a 22. Got another plant tag, and it's an older one, but I kind of like these because you can actually date these. And if you look here, the name is Goldilocks, but it has a plant patent number 672. You can actually look those up and kind of date these tags. And again, very cool, huh? I don't mind finding these. These are pretty neat, and there was a lot of vintage gardening going on in this yard. Next signal gave me a 24, dug down about 6 inches. It looks like I've got part to an old thermostat, probably for an automobile or truck. That's my best guess. I'm going to get it cleaned up. It has some writing on it, so might be able to date it even. So kind of cool little find. I'll tell you, this yard is loaded with signals. This one's giving me a 14, kind of a long signal. Went ahead and dug it. Looks like I might have the cap to an old pin right here. So I thought I'd film it. Oh, actually, I got the whole pin. Check that out. That's awesome. I'll have to get it cleaned up. Oh, it's an advertising pin. I see Newport, Tennessee on it. Oh, that's funny. It says, oh, I'll be danged. This ties into the original homeowners. I was told that they owned a bank. Yep. And this is from their bank. Check it out. It says Merchants Planters Bank. Something, the old reliable, Newport, Tennessee. How cool is that? Wow, that's to the original homeowners that built the house in the 20s. Very cool. Happy to have that, for sure. Oh baby, I got something really good in the hole now. Getting a 33-34 super tight signal. I'm like, man, if that doesn't sound like a $50, I don't know what does. I took my pinpointer, I popped the plug first, took my pinpointer, ran it across, and look what I brought out. That is a big silver coin. And I grabbed the camera so we could figure out what it is. What the heck? Oh, I think I got a Franklin. Oh, that's awesome. I'll tell you, Franklins are hard to find. I think it's only my 4th one ever. It took me a long time to get my first one. Oh yeah, look at that. 1951. Oh man, it's beautiful. Oh, it's gorgeous. In God we trust. Ah, get the backside done. Oh, how beautiful is that? Just absolutely gorgeous. Boy, silver quarter and silver half. That's got a Denver mint mark. That is incredible. Oh, I will definitely take that.
What a day. A silver $50, an amazing pocket knife, and I got to add one more thing to my special Chicago World's Fair collection. It doesn't get much better than that for me. Now, I really hope you enjoyed watching this episode, and here's one more look at all the very cool things I was able to find in this episode. In honor of my grandfather's trip as a young man to that big fair, I thought I'd share some photos of some of the things that he saw when he was there. And those are coming up in just a few seconds. And remember, it's history that makes a find a treasure. And I can't wait to see you back here next week on Finding America.